Simply Megan, y'all. Please like, share, subscribe my videos if you haven't already. I'm going to discuss the water element and the signs that correlate to that. So the water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. We're going to keep that on the back burner and talk about water as an element itself. Water is extremely powerful. Let me just say that. I think that water signs kind of get a bad rap because they're perceived as, oh, you're an emotional water sign. Emotion is basically energy in motion. That's a whole different video. But water is not only extremely powerful, but the power comes from the passive nature of it. Because there is a lot of power in being passive. There can also be a lot of manipulation in being passive. It's still power no matter which way the intention goes. But water, when collective, oceans, water sustains life. It sustains every piece and area of life that we know on this planet and other planets. It's safe to assume that water plays an integral role in our society, in our astrological makeup. And even if you're not a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, everyone has all 12 signs in their natal chart. It just depends on where it is and what part of your life and personality that it affects. Anyways, that's a whole nother video. Water understands the value of kind of passively flowing into things. Water understands the value of being still and not moving, and being forcing other elements to absorb it. It can do that with earth. It can seep into the ground. It can do that with air. It can evaporate into air. It can do that with fire. It can cause steam from fire. You know, water is extremely powerful. It's extremely mutable. It's extremely adaptable. It's extremely overpowering. Because no matter which way you cut it, you can't get away from water. Now we can come off that back burner with our Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio and talk about how the fact that these people tend to really be overcome, you know, overly in tune with their emotional selves. That is a wonderful gift. That is like a really, really, really awesome gift to have. We need that. Could you imagine this world if people were not able, if no one was able to be in touch with emotions? Like, really? Like, really? Who wants that? I don't want that. I really don't want that. Like, I need my emotions, honey. I need it all. Like, I need all this. All this drama and all this, like, love and all this pain and all this transformation and all this alchemy. No, honey, I need my emotions. Like, I love, and see, that's the thing. That's what happens when you start to grow. There's a maturity that comes along with that natural attunement to your emotions that a Pisces, a Cancer, and a Scorpio have. They tend to nurture. They tend to be very nurturing. They tend to really be concerned with you at an emotional level. And that's something that's very endearing, and that's something that's needed. And so when you think about the element of water, how it relates, I just went over the examples. With earth, it's going to just sink down into the earth. With fire and air, it's going to either evaporate up into the air or the fire is going to steam it. Either way, you know, it's going to be like thrown to the principle and energy of air that's just here, there, and everywhere, okay? Yeah, so when you think about water and earth, it's a very passive absorption. And so the thing about earth is that earth desperately needs the water, but earth doesn't like to let things in. Earth signs don't like to let people or things in. They have a very hard, stubborn, stiff, crusty earth exterior to them. But water is an element that's able to kind of compatibly, slowly, because that's really the only thing that's going to work with an earth sign is slow. Do not like to rush. You are not going to just jam something. Like, no, that's going to be painful. And that's why the other signs of fire and air can tend to, you know, have a confrontation with earth. However, earth with earth, you know, that's more of a compatible thing, okay? Because you can have two pieces of earth kind of come together, but what's going to make that happen? Water. Water is going to have to move that earth. I think that's about it on water signs. Are able to kind of just take on whatever shape that they're around. Water signs definitely feel and are very in tune with the emotions of people around them. So that's an added responsibility of being a water sign. You actually have the burden of being at that level of awareness where you psychically, intrinsically can feel what other people feel. And as you can imagine, that can either be amazing or that could be not amazing, depending on your perspective. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it about water signs. Yeah, peace, y'all.